Namaste, Goa Flowers. I hope that this finds you well. I am Anita Goa. If you're new to me and my channel, welcome. Stiff in the Morning number 17 is about legs and hips. We use some leg strengthening and toning exercises to warm ourselves up, and then we're gradually going to get into hip opening yoga poses. This one isn't super flowy or moving super deep into the hips. I'm taking into consideration that it's early in the morning, it is winter time, it's cold, and if you enjoy this one, I'll be happy to make more and build upon this. All right, so let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you always. Thumbs it up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already. I would be really, really grateful. I'll see you on the mat. We're going to begin standing, so just come to the front of your mat. Keep your feet hip distance apart. Lift your toes, root into the four corners of your feet. Bend your knees a little bit. Roll your shoulders back, and you can keep your hands right next to your body, or you can find Atmanjali Mudra and just close your eyes. Soften your lips, soften your eyes. Notice how you feel this morning. Visualize water just flowing through your pelvis. Feel the softness of the water, but also feel the strength of the water. And just draw in whatever you associate with water. And we will build some strength through our legs. And we'll also find some flexibility and openness into our hips. Set an intention for your practice. So anything that will help to nourish you, support you, give you strength, flexibility, endurance, patience, tolerance, love, compassion, and to help to propel you forward. So just draw in this morning whatever it is that you feel that you need. Inhale that. And then exhale, release, let go of anything you feel you don't want to take with you into the day. So I will provide the flow, but within that flow I can only control so much. I can't control what you need. See how you can integrate that. And that way we can try to work together, making this the best that it can be for you this morning in this practice. Good, and lift your chin and just open your eyes. And you're going to rest the arms at the side of your body and bring the feet a little bit closer together. So we're going to start off with some standing leg work just to warm ourselves up and warm up our joints and get that core temperature up before we flow and move into our hips. So you're going to lift the right leg, keep a focal point in front of you, extend the leg, bend it, and then lunge it back into a very light, soft lunge. And then press it up and extend and keep going this way. So just feel your breath flowing in and out. Draw up through the core, keep that lift through the heart. And just be very respectful and gentle into the joints, right? We feel, of course, a little stiffer in the morning, so just feel that water flowing through, just hydrating everything, getting the system going. Good. One more time. And then step it back into a crescent lunge, so a little bit wider. Bend the back knee, readjust your tailbone, reach the arms up, and then bend the elbows into cactus arms. Press it back a little bit into that right heel. So just be gentle into the right hip flexor psoas. Breathe into it if it feels a bit stiff and tight. Good. And inhale the arms up. And exhale, lower the hands to the floor and step it back to downward dog. Inhale, wave yourself to a plank pose. And then exhale, lower the knees, the chest, and the chin into the floor. Soft landing. Inhale to baby cobra. As well, soft landing. Draw the hands back. Plug your shoulder blades down and together. Roll the shoulders open. Extend from your heels to the crown of your head. Just move your head. Soften the neck. Stay in baby cobra. Inhale to an upward dog. And then exhale, round it into a cat stretch. Inhale to a cow. And then exhale, come to a tabletop position. Move your hands back and keep your spine elongated. And we're just going to do some circular tabletops or a circular cat and cow. So see how you can find that circular movement in your pelvis, drawing up into the navel and then letting your tailbone rise, draw it under. So letting your shoulders stay still and not moving your spine in the way that we do in a traditional cat and cow. You see how you can find that fluidity in your pelvis here. So just moving it around a little bit and then going the other direction. Just let the breath be free moving. You'll definitely feel this into your abdominals, into your core, into your waist, into your lower back as well. And then come back into a tabletop position. Curl the toes under, draw the hips back, and go into downward facing dog. Feel free to keep the heels off the floor, knees bent. Press the floor away from you, let your head drop, shake it loose. Feel that rush of blood to the head and brain. It's a new day. Then inhale, lift the right leg to three-legged dog. And then exhale, draw the knee into the navel, step it forward. Roll the shoulders open. Good. And then dip down and step the left foot forward. Inhale, halfway pose. Lift your toes, root into the four corners. And then exhale, fold it over. Inhale, rise to the top. And exhale, touch Ajna and Anahata. So merging head and heart together. Rest the arms at the side. Now we'll repeat this on the other side. So we draw that left knee in, extend it out, bend, and then go down into a light lunge. Just see if you can find that buoyancy. Let your jaw soften. Let your shoulders and your neck soften. Just really trust yourself in the moment. And in this moment, just trust your legs. Just go as far back as it feels fine for you this morning. It's going to be different for you and me, everyone doing this routine. So this is what I invite you to do, is just tune into yourself and give yourself exactly what it is that you need. Then there's no pressure on me. And there's no pressure on you. Good. One last one. And then step it back to a crescent lunge. So bend the back knee, readjust the pelvis, drawing through the lower belly, lift through the heart, reach the arms up, find those cactus arms. Yeah, just always opening ourselves up to the day, opening up to the possibilities of the day, or just this practice in general. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel that stretch into the left hip flexor. Good. Inhale the arms up and exhale, hands to the floor. Step it back to downward dog. Inhale to plank pose. And exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale to baby cobra. Roll the shoulders back. Just gaining that strength in the back body. opening up the front shoulders, strengthening the muscles of the buttocks and the hamstrings. Inhale to upward dog or stay in baby cobra. And exhale, rounded to cat. Inhale, arch it to cow. And then exhale, come back into tabletop position and move your hands back. And we'll try that circular table again. So it might feel a little bit strange and weird and stiff initially, but you just have to start to feel your pelvis moving clockwise and counterclockwise. Let your shoulders stay stable. Let your head be still. And just find that movement. And it's a good way of warming up the pelvis, of hydrating, bringing in some fluidity, and reverse. It gets a little bit into that soft, feminine moon quality as well, right? So it's not just about stretching and opening and getting deeper, but just softening, just letting it happen. Good, one more time. And then round to cat as you exhale. Inhale, arch to cow, curl the toes under. Exhale, draw your hips back. And going to downward facing dog. Good. Can continue to keep the heels off and knees bent, or if you want to pedal through the feet a little bit, and go for that. Or press both of your heels into the floor. Yeah. Just shake anything loose that you feel that you don't want to take with you. Exhale it away and create space to inhale what you feel you might need in return or instead, or just leave it open and let it flow in its own time. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, draw the knee to the navel and step it forward. Roll it open, find that full extension. And then step the right foot forward, hip distance apart. Inhale, half. And exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, rise it to the top. And exhale, namaste. Touch ajna and anahata. Rest the arms at the side. Good. Now we're going to open sideways into temple pose. So turn your feet onto 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Lift your toes, draw your knees towards your little toes, and just inhale down and exhale up. You can keep the arms extended over your head, which will give you a little bit more heat. You can also keep your palms in front of your heart. You can keep your hands on your hips. So just inhale down and exhale up. Every time that you exhale and straighten the legs out, really squeeze through the bottom of the buttocks, the backs of your thighs, draw up through the front and through the inner thighs. Every time you bend and you open the knees, feel that stretch through the inner thighs into your hip flexors and psoas. So find the range of motion that works for you. A few more times just to warm it all up. Good. And then pause, hold it there. Breathe in and breathe out. Soften your shoulders, soften your jaw. You feel the tension is building up. And as you feel that tension building up, stay with your breath and see how you can soften against the tension. Just strengthening up the foundation. Yay. And then straighten the legs out. Good. Now turn the right foot to your side. Turn your left heel in, so your left foot is about turned in 30 degrees. Right heel lines up with the left heel. Inhale, the arms open, and exhale, descend it over into triangle pose. So you can look up, you can look to the side, or you can look down. See that your toes are lifted. Stay rooted into the four corners of your feet. If you've been practicing with me, you've heard that a million times. It's good to be reminded, right? Inhale and lift. And then exhale, turn it to the left. Inhale and exhale, descend it over. Good. And look up, look to the side or look down. So just getting that stretch into the side body. Also here you get into the outer upper hips. Good. Inhale and lift. Exhale back to the right and find your warrior two. Keep the torso right in the center of the bent and the extended leg. Drop your shoulders down. Take a little gaze over the back arm. And then a gaze over the front arm. So just go as deep into this as you can. Feel the stretch through the inner thighs. And your hips are leveled. And also feel the strength through your legs. Also position where you can breathe fully. Good, then inhale, reverse, warrior two. And then exhale into extended side angle. Whichever variation of extended side angle you can. You can also place your palm onto a block. Try not to grip. Try just to visualize the water flowing. No obstructions. Feel the flexibility, the fluidity, but also the strength. Inhale, lift it back up. And exhale, straighten out the right leg and turn it to the left. Inhale here. And then find your balance here. Gaze over the back arm. And then gaze over the front arm. Drop the shoulders down. Keep the toes lifted so we avoid that gripping. Avoid that attaching to what we need it to be now, what we want it to be now. Just allow it to be what it is now. Good. Inhale, reverse, warrior two. And exhale, extended side angle. So any variation of extended side angle is fine with me. Let it be fine with you too. Today is a new day. Tomorrow will be a different day. Yesterday was a different day. So let's not get attached to what it was yesterday or what it might be tomorrow. Let it be what it is today. That's a lot what warrior pose is for me. Inhale, lift it up. And then exhale, make your way to the front, warrior two, and lower your hands to the floor. As you exhale, go to downward facing dog. Yeah, lovely. Shake it loose, flutter your lips, sigh if that feels good. And just notice if you feel a little bit more openness into the side body here, if you can take fuller, deeper inhales and exhales. Let your weight draw back into your legs, forward into your upper body. Draw up through the front body, let the back body lengthen. Inhale to a plank pose. And then exhale, lower the knees, the chest, and the chin into the floor. Inhale to baby cobra or upward facing dog. Yeah. And then exhale, round it into cat stretch. Inhale, arch it into cow. And then exhale, draw the hips back, go into downward facing dog. So good. Now inhale, lift the right leg to three-legged dog. And then exhale, draw the knee into the navel, round your spine like a cat stretch and slide your leg forward into a pigeon pose. Just root into the arms, lift through the heart, make your torso as open as you can while keeping the palms grounded. Press back into that back foot and then draw in and lift up. Inhale to three-legged dog again. And we'll do that 2 more times. So just softly landing the top of the foot and the shin, lowering as far down as you can go. You'll feel that stretch in the outer seams of your right leg. And inhale, lift it up. Again, exhale, slide it forward. And inhale. Good. Now exhale, back into the pigeon pose. And And this time we're going to settle in here a little bit. So lower the knee, point the foot. See that you're resting in the center of the quad, the shin, and the top of the foot. Come onto your fingertips and move your hands back to roll the shoulders open just as much as you can. You can move your hips a little bit side to side, breathe into them. You can shake out your shoulders, just find that fluidity. And then work your hand into the center. Use a block if you want to use a block. And then see if you can bend the left leg. Exhale as you draw the heel towards your buttocks. And then inhale, try to draw the leg away. Do that again. Exhale, draw the heel in just as much as you can. And inhale, extend or draw it back. Exhale. And inhale. Now you can hold either one of those, or you can see if you can take a hold of the left ankle, stretch the leg away, and find this position, which is going to move a little bit deeper into the front of your left thigh, hip flexor, but also open up your chest and your front body. Good, and slowly release the leg and descend your torso forward. So I'll give you different variations here. You can place your forehead on a block or on the floor. You can open the arms into cactus arms. Or if you want to go a little bit deeper into it, you can thread the needle, slide your left arm to the right, let your left ear rest on the block, reach the right arm up, and then work the right arm behind you and see if you can take a hold of your right big toe. So do whatever suits your right hip at this moment. This is quite intense, so it might feel a little bit too intense to do that so early in the morning. Full breath in, full breath out. Full breath in, full breath out. Good, and slowly rewind and gradually come back up. Good. Now we're going to sit down onto the right sitting bone and swing the left leg to the front. Place the right sole of the foot to the left inner thigh for Janu Sushasana, head to knee pose. Keep the left leg extended, sit up tall, and then rotate it to the left. As you exhale, descend it forward over the left extended leg. So the right hand can take the outside of the foot, left hand the inside, left wrist on top, and then descend over your left leg. Also feel free if you want to rather keep your hands at the side, or you want to use a strap, you can also use a strap. But rotating to the left will help you to line a little bit more over the left extended leg. And this way you'll feel also probably a pretty deep stretch into the right side of your spine and the right hip, maybe even the right inner thigh. So full breath in, full breath out. Full breath in, full breath out. Good, and slowly come up. And now you can either cross that right foot to the outside of the left thigh, level off your seat and twist it open to the right, or you can bend the left leg in for a seated spinal twist, level off your seat and twist it to the right. So here, as you draw the right leg and the torso towards each other, you'll continue to feel that stretch into the right outer upper hip. Move as far into it as you can. So your left arm can go to the outside of the thigh, or if you have the flexibility for it and you have it in your practice and it feels okay this morning, go ahead and bind. Inhale, lengthen to your spine. And as you exhale, feel that the exhalation supports the rotation. Good. Then slowly rewind, do an open twist, Lovely. And then face forward, and then voila, we're here on our left leg for pigeon pose. So lift that right leg, shift your weight into the left, and gradually set yourself up so your arms are shoulder distance apart. But we're going to do the flow, curl the toes under, and inhale to three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the knee into the navel, round and softly lower the top of the foot and the shin, root into the palms, press back into that right heel, roll the shoulders open, and again, inhale it back. Exhale it forward. Inhale it back, so drawing up into the core. Getting a little bit of that fire element involved. Drawing up through the pelvic floor. Of course, we get that stability. So the earth, the fire, is all supporting and helping the water as we're flowing and moving, nourishing, opening up our hips. Good, one more time. Slide it in and hold it there. Good. And now lower the back knee into the floor, point your foot, come onto your fingertips. Try to grow and open as much as you can, while at the same time feeling the stability, but then wiggle a little bit and find that fluidity. Yeah, baby, feels good, doesn't it? Ooh, I think everyone's favorite is pigeon pose. So work the left hand into the center, or place your hand on a block, whatever feels right, and then draw that right hand to the foot. Exhale, see if you can draw the heel to the buttocks, and then inhale, straighten it away. Good. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, draw it away. I always find that when an area feels a little tight, it can often feel very good just to add on that little movement with the breath. But sometimes if we do it too much, it can end up being a bit too much and actually tighten up. So either hold it here, either one of them, or if you can, take a hold of the ankle with both hands and just open up to the day. Move your head so we maintain the nourishment in the neck. So good. Slowly resist as you release, and then descend it forward and do any of the variations you did on the other side. Or go into the threading the needle, which feels different than straight forward. So you'll definitely feel this more into the outer upper part of the hip. It might feel too intense. Don't be caught up in that. Just be willing to step back, be willing to nourish yourself and give yourself exactly what you need in this moment. Good. Slowly rewind. Push the floor away from you. And then sit down onto the left sitting bone and swing that right leg to the front. Place the left sole of your foot to the right inner thigh. Sit up tall. And then rotate a bit to the right as you inhale. And then exhale, descend over the right leg. So the left hand can go to the outside of the foot, right hand to the inside, right wrist on top. And from there you exhale and work your way forward. Or you can use your strap or just rest the arms at the side of your body once you have that torso aligned over the extended leg. So just notice how it feels on this side. Full breath in. Full breath out. Good. Slowly come up. And cross the left foot to the outside of the thigh. Foot stays grounded. Right leg can be extended, or you can bend the leg in. Level off your seat. Wrap the right arm around your thigh and twist it open to your left. So again, go as far into this as you can. Try not to struggle or force your way into the next step or the next level, especially when it comes to your hips or moving into binding positions. Just see how you can find that fluidity, find that water element just flushing through, releasing, letting go of what feels stiff and tight, and then just creating that openness over time. And just explore it and see what happens, what you learn along the way. So it's just fun exploration every morning that you practice and see, what's going on today? Release and open. And face forward. Lovely. Now we're going to work the soles of our feet together. And I want to invite you to come against the wall. So press your back up against the wall and draw your feet as close to your groin as you can. So as you keep your spine elongated, you can take the heels of your hands mid-thigh and feel like you're gently pushing your thighs away and allowing the knees to go closer to the ground. But of course, listen into the stretching that happens through the inner thigh. You don't want to overdo it. And soften the shoulders down. So you can hang out here, or if you feel like you have more range of motion and you want to go deeper, you can transfer your hands to your feet. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, descend your way forward. Okay, so full breath in, full breath out. Full breath in, full breath out. Good, and slowly come up. You can either continue to maintain that position against the wall, or you can slide your legs a little bit further forward towards Tara Asana, or the diamond shape. All right, and then you hold on to the ankles, you inhale, and you descend forward. So here you start to feel that the stretch shifts from the inner thighs and more towards the outer parts of your thighs and the outer seams of your legs. So this is a great preparation for cow's face pose or ankle to knee pose. And feel free if you want to wiggle a little bit side to side if it feels a bit stiff or you feel a bit stuck. Sometimes that can help to just bring that water element into the picture. Good. Now you can stay there, or you can also slide the legs a little bit further forward. And then that becomes Kurmasana, or the tortoise pose, and descended forward. Right, so here eventually our arms go under our legs and we wrap the legs behind our head. Well, maybe. So again, it just stretches the lower, middle, and upper back more and gets deeper into the outer upper hips. You might feel this even into your inner thighs and deep into your groin. But don't struggle to see how you can incorporate the qualities of the turtle, just allowing yourself to move slowly, be patient, take your time, just allow the flexibility to unfold in whichever way it needs to. Go with the flow. And slowly come up. So bend the legs, or keep them straight. Inhale, Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Exhale, descended forward. All right, so you can hold on to the outsides of the feet. You can rest the arms at the side of your body or use your strap. Full breath in and full breath out. Good, and then gradually come up. Yay, very good. Then come back to the wall, and I want to encourage you to take a strap and place the strap onto your lower legs, and we'll put our legs up against the wall. And when we use the strap, it allows the legs to completely relax and soften. And also it allows our hips, our hip bones, our pelvis, and our lower back to root and ground. And in this position, we're allowing our pelvis to root and ground so that it can receive whatever nourishment it needs. So close your eyes, close your mouth, soften your lips, soften your eyes. Just allow the blood to stream from your feet into your legs, down into your pelvis. Just let your pelvis get heavy. Just let your breath be natural. Stay here for as long as you have time. The longer you can stay, the more everything will settle in its own way, the way that it has to, wants to, needs to. Stay with your breath. And when you're ready to come out of the pose, just bend your legs, give yourself a good hug. Unfortunately, my audio died and I had to finish off with this voiceover. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Let me know how it felt. I will see you here next time. Have a beautiful, beautiful day with open, fluid hips.